Hey everybody, and welcome to my first video about entitlement. Yay, entitlement. I'm looking oh so forward to the comment section. So, let's talk about entitlement. Entitlement is the fact that you have a right to something. You know, the fact that you deserve something. Sounds reasonable, right? You work 9 to 5, you expect to get paid, right? So, why do people have such a problem with entitlement? You know what I mean? Like, let's face it. In our hearts of hearts, we all know we're entitled. Like, everyone realizes that, right? There's just degrees of that. You know what I mean? You work at a job, you expect them to pay you. You don't expect them to tell you, oh, hey, can I pay you next week? No, you need your money because not only did you work for that, but you got your own bills to pay. You weren't working for free. You were working because you expected to make that money. Let's talk about, what about schooling, right? You're brought up thinking that if you study hard and you work hard, you're going to get what you deserve. Am I wrong? How many people have gone to school and they were told that, oh yeah, if you study extra hard, you can get into this really good university? And then how many people did that happen to? You know, how many people had to go so far into debt and still just manage to barely get in there? Some people weren't even accepted. And I know I'm not wrong, because I know people who have tried and they failed because they didn't make enough money. They were smart enough to do it. They had the brains, they had the book smarts to do it, but they didn't have the money to help them. So, in a case like that, where you're told throughout your entire life, right? Throughout the first, even just, let's just say the first 18 years of your life, you're told that you work hard, you're going to get this. You work hard, you're going to get there. But when you get into the real world, does that really happen? No. Sometimes it happens, and sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes you get what you want, and sometimes you don't get what you want. It happens, you know, and what's important isn't whether you got it or not. It's your attitude on how you handled it. You know what I mean? On how you... It's 100% how you took it to heart and what you did after that. Let me give you an example, right? So I was at a bar, drinking with some friends, and I don't condone drinking and driving. I had my brother pick me up. So I was at a bar, drinking. You know, I was showing my friends. We were drinking some Red Bull and vodka, and some girl started talking to me at the bar, right? Or I started talking to her. I couldn't tell you. It was... I'm not going to say like it was like a crazy night, but it was definitely like I had a little too many. But that's beside the point. So, you know, we were talking, we were chilling, I bought her a drink, she gave me her number, and then, you know, I called her, she was like, give me a call right now, and I was like, oh, okay, so I called her, and then she was like, oh, see, you got my number, and blah, 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 and I was like, oh, blah, 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 too, because that's what I remember. So, we're over here, you know, so we go back to our respective groups, and I'm over here still drinking with some friends, and I get home, have my brother pick me up. And then I wake up around like 1, and then I send her, you know, good morning text, you know, around 2, you know, because I figure that's when everyone's waking up. She didn't respond to me. And at that point, you know, I could have been a jerk. I could have been like, oh, I don't know why you gave me your number. If you weren't going to text me, I don't understand why. I could have been like that. But as someone who's realized that sometimes you don't get what you want, sometimes you get completely different things, I was okay with that. It didn't bother me at all. Because in my mind, I got home safe. I still had a great night with my friends. You know what I mean? I had everything in my wallet. Nothing got stolen. I didn't run into no types of crazy stuff. Isn't that a good night? And this is what I feel like a lot of people miss out on. You know what I mean? There are people who complain, and they complain with good reason, because they feel that they worked hard for it. They were told all their life that if you work hard, you're going to get it. And then they didn't get it. Whether it is because of favoritism, or whether it's because of some other person standing in their way. But that's okay. You know what I mean? Not the fact that they didn't get it because of these odd reasons, but because they're still alive to be able to move forward and do something else. You see what I mean? There are times when sometimes you are just stuck in a rut and you can't go nowhere and you gotta wait a minute. Alright, there are. Sometimes it happens. You know, so I envy people who can move past that rut and just like be like, all right, I'm past it. I try to be one of those people. Sometimes I can't because, I'm human and I mess up. But I try to be one of those people who are in their minds like, okay, I didn't get it. Let me try something else. Then maybe this job didn't appreciate what I did for it and I need to go to another job. And maybe they'll appreciate me better. Maybe it's just a change of pace that you need. There are different ways to handle things that come at you. And what I want to tell you is that what I really want you to get out of this, if anything, is that even if you didn't get what you wanted, remember, you worked for it. That means that you can work for something else and maybe you'll achieve that too. And I say maybe because maybe not. It's not 100% that you're going to get what you want. But hey, 95% is pretty good, right? Or am I wrong? I'm just saying. Don't let it stop you. Just because it's not 100% guaranteed doesn't mean that it's not worth it. You know what I mean? Go for it. Go for another promotion. Maybe go for another job. I mean, what's to stop you? The only person, literally, the only person who's stopping you at this moment from doing anything that you want to do is you. Not me. I'm just some guy behind the screen that you're listening to. Not your friends. They're not holding a gun to your head and saying, hey, you can't do this. No, it's you. If you want more, step up. That's all. Don't let your sense of entitlement confound you to just staying there and being like, oh, well, I'm not going to do nothing no more. And I'm not going to do this. And I'm not going to do that. Don't let it turn you into an I'm not going to person. Let it turn you into a I'm going to do better than that person. Because it's real easy. It's so easy to get caught up in that. To get caught up in that just anger. Because it's justified. You went through your life thinking that. And then you failed. And sometimes it's not even your fault. And you have to fight against that and to put it in your mind that I didn't get it now, but maybe I'll get it next time. Maybe I'll try something completely 100% new next time. Maybe this next number I get might call me back and be like, oh, hey, I remember you. You know what I mean? The world's so big that there's so many possibilities of different things happening. You will never know unless you really put forth the effort and try. And yeah, you'll fail. You'll get knocked down. But a gem needs to be polished, right? Words for thought. So with that, I conclude my video. Don't let you stop you from being you. Don't let you stop you from being a better person either, alright? If the past you wants to get in the way, let that motherfucker out, alright? You can do it. I believe in you. Or at least I believe in something that believes in you. Shit. Later.